A pumpkin orange, sweaty and slurring Donald Trump is now giving marching orders to Republicans who have taken control of the House of Representatives. I don't know that they're listening to Trump. I don't know that they care what Trump says anymore. Some of them anyway. But Donald Trump put out a video 2.5 minutes long telling Republicans exactly what he expects them to do. We have not digitally altered this video. This is really Trump's physical appearance. This is really Trump's voice. Notice also the jump cuts done terribly. Trump really struggles to record this drivel, so they often have to take it a sentence at a time. Usually when you do this, you do the jump cut from a different angle, so it's not obvious that it's stitched together. With Trump, it's just a disaster. Everything about this video is a disaster. Let's take a look.
The new House Committee on the Weaponization of the Federal Government is a rare chance to expose the breathtaking corruption of the security state, the media, and the Washington swamp.
Is Trump okay? I mean, this level of sweating, I almost wonder whether the orange fake tan is to cover something else going on. His eyes are almost completely swollen shut like slits. I mean, it does not look good.
Here are just a few of the questions the committee hopefully will be asking.
Yeah.
Who in the Mueller team was in charge of leaking
Okay, so this was a smart jump cut. They actually went to the side.
Secret information and fake news stories to dishonest journalists, of which there are many, to perpetrate the Russia hoax. And that's what it was. Turned out it was a total hoax. It was all misinformation. It was all a horrible thing that was given to the people of our country illegally by a fake press and a corrupt press. And
understand that there was nothing illegal about the Russia probe. Nothing.
By corrupt politicians. The day the fake Steele dossier was first published, because they knew it was fake. And they knew that sometime there'd be a guy like Trump that wants to go after them. Have any fake news journalists been paid or compensated by U.S. government agencies, directly or indirectly, for their role in spreading domestic disinformation like the FBI did with Twitter? Who orchestrated the FBI's repeated operations to interfere in domestic politics?
I genuinely don't think Trump even understands the words he's reading off the prompter. He seems lost in the prompter and completely disconnected from the meaning of what he's saying.
Weeks of multiple U.S. election seasons.
Right.
And specifically, and most importantly, in the presidential election of 2020, what the FBI did was suppress anything bad about Biden and go all out, put it all out there. If there was anything at all bad about Trump, and if there wasn't anything bad, we'll make it up.
Now, none of this is true. I know you know that. And of course, he doesn't cite any examples.
That was a rigged election just by itself. All the federal agents and...
Jeez, that jump cut was so bad they cut off one of Trump's words. Who's editing these things?
Informants and pressing the crowd toward the Capitol on January 6th. And who is Ray Epps? Tell me about Ray Epps. Where does he come from? I think we know.
This is Trump feeding this conspiracy theory that Ray Epps, a man who was videotaped in D.C. the day before the January 6th riots, the idea that some right wingers have is that he was actually an FBI either informant or actual agent. Of course, there is no evidence of that whatsoever. And there's just no evidence of that whatsoever, period.
In addition, the committee needs to do a full review of FISA warrants.
Pfizer.
And any abuse. We should also get a full report on
and there an audio glitch. That was in the video, just so you know. Just a disastrous video.
Any domestic surveillance of MAGA supporters that has taken place under Biden or Obama and the radical left. And the deep state is very, in fact, deep-seated.
It's a deep-seated deep state.
The greatest threat American freedom in generations has seen, and their collusion with the fake news media is absolutely atrocious. This committee is a vital chance to bring it all to light.
This is arguably the worst that Trump has sounded. Forget about how he looks. Struggling to put together these words. And of course, he is pretending as though he is now going to direct these ridiculous committees that Republicans are putting together, the weaponization committee, their COVID committee, which is not really a COVID committee. It's sort of like a Get Fauci committee. Trump believes he is now going to direct Republicans in their investigations, if that's what you're going to call them. Maybe he's right. I am not going to assume until we see, is Trump still in control of the Republican Party or is he not? His endorsement record in contested races in November was not particularly good, as you know. And so we'll see whether Republicans are going to listen to Trump or not. But he really doesn't look good. And the rallies, I guess, are starting soon. This weekend, there's going to be, it's called an event. I guess it's not really a rally. I don't know what it is. In South Carolina, I told you Trump was struggling to find state legislators willing to go up on stage and support him. Our correspondent, Luke Beasley, is going to be there interviewing people. And hopefully some of the questions Luke asks will be about, like, do you still think that this is the guy that's good for your party? But it's just amateur hour in every way. The reading, the filming, the audio, it's completely bonkers. Let's now go from talking about the guy who wants to be president to the gal who wants to be his vice president. Email services by big tech companies scan every single email you send and receive. Emails from your doctor, your spouse. That's why you get those creepy ads a few minutes later. And other companies collect your data every time you open an email from them. It's a huge mess. All of this information gets sold around. They can piece together where you've been, who you know, what you like, and it's out there forever. That's why I recommend StartMail. StartMail never collects data from your emails. It blocks the trackers embedded in the emails that you receive. StartMail encrypts every email you send, protecting it from prying eyes, even the government. StartMail never shows you ads. And unlike other services, when you delete an email, it's gone forever. And I love this part. You can create unlimited email aliases. So you don't have to give companies your real email address, which can really cut down on spam. You can seamlessly migrate your emails and contacts from Gmail, Outlook, Yahoo, and others. It's really easy. Start taking your privacy seriously by signing up for StartMail. You'll get 50% off your first year subscription. Go to startmail.com/Pacman. The link is down below.